Greg designed his sluice to tilt to one side for a quick cleanup, with the V-mats made for hobby miners.
You don't spill any of it on the ground doing this?
Easier to clean, but Freddy suspects they're losing gold.
We always start at the bottom.
Yeah.
I try not to run too much pressure.
Hang on 1 second. Let's have a little test here. Get some little bit of scientific kind of data.
Gold found at the end of the sluice means it's also going off the end.
Hey, Trevor.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Here's your bottom 12 inches of your mat.
That could be the profit margin.
Yep, that's not good.
That's a lot.
You got to send some back to grow.
Yeah, put it back for seed, but this is too many seeds.
I was under the impression that this was catching more gold than the miner's moss and riffles from the hobby miners.
Yeah, but that's a hobby miner where you're shoveling a couple 100 pounds through a sluice an hour, or now you are a commercial operation. So a hobby miner, they're running 200 pounds an hour, and you're running 44,000 pounds an hour now, not 200.
Yeah, big difference.
Big difference. We need to get rid of these V-mats.
I really thought that it would work commercially if I cleaned it up frequently.
It's better to clean up more material and run this plant for 2 days without shutting it off. They were quite surprised on the amount of gold that came out of the end of the sluice box, out of the bottom, yay much. So if we can get, a percentage of that, it's gonna help them tremendously. It's gonna be a lot of flipping work, more than I thought. If Juan doesn't get here, I won't be able to do this in the time period by myself. What do you think, Trevor?
I quit thinking a long time ago. I just do what I'm told. My dad was very adamant that we weren't losing that much gold off the end of it. And then Freddy gets here and he's like, no, look, you are. That much gold pays for a lot. That pays for bills, that pays for food, that's a house, that's education for my child.
While Juan preps his tools, Freddy takes the Marills back to cleanup school.
That's your big gold right there, so far. We're gonna take this one. Dip it underwater is the easiest way, Greg.
Okay.
Because I seen you slapping it. Slapping it's not
the best way to treat it.
Would you run down in my trailer and grab a bunch of my gold pans?
Okay.
Thanks, Greg. So we'll just take a break for a second.
It's a lot easier using a snuffer bottle. You can move all the black sands up. That's why I carry it with me, right there. Switch from a gun to a snuffer bottle, so.
You didn't grab a bunch of them?
Well, you said give me a gold pan. I thought you wanted...
No, some gold pans.
Some gold pans.
A bunch of gold pans.
Your
That's
turn.
okay.
Your turn. I've missed enough of this. I am the mine owner. I need to know.
No, we stopped. We didn't do anything
we stopped.
when we were
This
going.
is a break. Why'd you always go down there for one? You'd chew my ass for that. The relationship between me and my dad is pretty good. When we're working together, that's when it gets hard. You can't tell him that he's wrong, so you just kind of sit back and let him go with it.
Pans retrieved, Freddy cleans the remaining material by hand.
And I'll lose a few flakes because I'm not going to spend 12 hours doing it like hobby guys do. If they lose a speck, they freak out.
Yeah.
12 cents worth of gold.
Never seen that technique of you.
Ever seen what?
The way you're doing that right there. I like that.
I do it. You keep telling me that I'm losing gold that way.
Bull.
Okay.
Hold it just a second. Don't you forget who owns this mine, who invested every penny in this mine. You are a hired hand at this point.
I should be learning it from him.
You may want to learn what Freddy has to teach. I have to if this is going to survive. Don't overstep your position, son.
I don't know what's going on between them personally. I'm hoping they can work past it.
The biggest logistical challenge to this is putting up with my dad.
I am in charge here. It's my money, it's my investment. He can have his way when the day comes.
We'll want to measure 34 inches
Okay.
onto that expanded,
On this one, right?
on all of them. It's better to double check once
Check
than,
once.
than screw up because we don't have any extra material
Check
here.
twice, cut once. Gotta move that then, son. 34 will be right there. Need to come my way, 1/8 of an inch. Perfect. Trevor, I think we go from this side.
This side?
This side. You're pushing way too hard, walking away from your channel there. I'll bet we come out just right. 29 1/4.
Do what now?
29 1/4.
Son of a... You
On
went the
saw,
wrong way.
Instead, go to 33.
You cut the wrong side.
I see what you're saying. On the saw, one side of it's wider than the other.
No, you just measured the wrong side. Because now we don't have enough metal.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just doing what he told me to do.
Yep.
God damn it, Dad.
Greg cut the wrong side of the line, so we're about 2 inches short. I don't have any more of that material.
Clock ticking and no access to new parts, Freddy has no choice but to weld it back together.
I hate welding expanded metal. It's really time consuming. They are big welds, but there's a bunch of them.
Not bad for built in the field. You know, I couldn't help but notice their relationship's a little weird. It really isn't what I would expect from a father-son team.
Yeah, they're definitely not holding hands, that's for sure.
No.
There's a lot of tension between them.
You can't run a successful mine with a dysfunctional crew. It just doesn't work.
No.
We enjoy each other's company. We have no problems. There's never been a dick measuring contest. We just do our thing. We get work done.
Hopefully they can get that straightened out, or it
Yeah.
won't be a multi-generational mine.
Back at the claim, things go from bad to worse.
I know the sound is
You! How many times have I ran all the way from the Connex and then back the up? How many times have I done that? Huh? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. For you!
My dad and I, we had a great relationship outside of work. When we work together, we start bumping heads.
Right.
And a lot of that has to do with, my dad, he kind of looks at me, he's like, I'm still his little boy. He's the one that taught me everything. He doesn't realize that I've gone out and I've taken what he taught me and I've expanded on it. I've made a career out of it. My advice would be, give him the opportunity to prove you wrong. So give him the chance. All the gold in the world, that means nothing if you lose your son.
No, this ain't about a mine. This is about a legacy for the family and a way to support themselves, hopefully for a couple of generations.
Well, let's get to work, huh?
All right, thanks, Juan. It's not in my nature to just give someone free rein, but yeah, I need to just quit micromanaging, and I'll intervene when he needs help.
More? Good?
What happened yesterday, it's not good, but we want to make sure you guys are okay. Is there anything we can do to help you guys out?
Throw a rock at me once in a while.
Just do a full timeout, figure out what the main issue is. And I'm no therapist, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm done.
Do me a favor. Since you already know how to do all this, stand back and just let me do all of this stuff.
You're gonna have the freedom to learn.
Have you run wire before?
No, I just only stick.
Get you to do a few of these and get you a new skill set started. So we'll put a tack right there, right? And now we're gonna start over here at this line. We're gonna keep that tip off there about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, right?
Okay.
See it?
Yep.
So here you go. Why don't you hit this side? Go up just a little bit. That'll work. There's your first wire feed weld.
You good?
Yeah.
You got a bunch more to go. Keep welding.
What are you welding in?
All the places that have the white marks on them.
I'll just watch. I'll see what you're doing.
How's his welds look, Greg?
Looks good to me.
Good.
That'll work.
Look at you, stud.
Freddy and Juan were gray. That was the way somebody was supposed to teach somebody.
There she goes. We'll run it, we'll clean it up, we'll weigh it, and we'll see what it does.
After a week of fixes, it's time to run a like-for-like test to see if Freddy and Juan's improvements make enough difference to save the Marill's mine.
Turn that vibrator on there, Trevor.
Your red naked shaker deck.
On.
It's vibrating good, I want to.
Oh, man. That's working great, Freddy.
Oh, that's going to make a huge difference, isn't it? Well, let's do a 4-hour test and see what happens. First bucket, let's see how much gold's in there.
Here we go.
Fred, look how clean that is.
I'm gonna do a test, Wano.
I'm pretty happy with that. And the material coming off that little redneck shaker we built, the material's clean.
Freddy checks the coarse tailings again. In the first test, he discovered 17 to 20 colors in the pan.
So there's the fines we've got left. Now let's see how much gold's underneath it. There's a couple.
That's not bad.
300% less gold in that pan than the last one.
That's all from the vibrator fix.
300% less gold in the tailings means they should recover another $400 a day.
That's one hell of an improvement.